straight out the garage. Garage talk. News from the streets coming straight out the garage. Garage talk. News from the streets coming straight out the garage. Garage talk.
What's happening? What's happening? We're just waking up, man. Welcome, welcome. Y'all come on up into the community. Thank y'all for checking out the content, man, and really, supporting the show with the views and everything. Let's get the subscriptions up. We just up in the garage this morning reflecting. Gotta come in. I'm trying to pick up the content a little bit, and I know y'all can tell I've been shooting in different places. You know what I'm saying? And ain't always had the system up, just kind of like getting y'all out into a little deal, a little happening what I'm doing, just trying to change up to keep some content going, you know what I'm saying? Because this is my hobby, man, and this is what I love to do. Click, like, and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Garage Talk TV 214, you know what I'm saying? It might be a lot of Garage Talk TV, but it ain't a Garage Talk TV 214, man. And I'm up in the garage, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I've been speaking on it a while back, that George Pickens, you know what I'm saying? Let's get George out the way. Let's get up into these Cowboys first off, you know what I'm saying, on the checklist. Let's get these Cowboys going this morning, man. Y'all get the likes up, Thank y'all. Let's get the likes up and the subscriptions up. And if you want to support the show, man, the content and what I do, man, you know what I'm saying? Then just support the Cash App, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all, you know what I'm saying? Will be used to just keep the content coming, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, Pickens, I told y'all, and we talked about it, you know what I'm saying? We talked about it. And I hate to say I told, but that was one thing about Jerry in that situation from the jump. That contract was just right, you know what I'm saying? And it's favorable for George. George young, George 25, you know what I'm saying? $27 million is a lot of smacks for a young man who just been getting probably, a few millions each year, you know what I'm saying, for the last 4 years, you know what I'm saying? Probably been getting $1 million a year or so, you know what I'm saying? But now you finna get this 27 in 1 year. Hey, man, and then George and Dak. Let's talk about this. Let's get these likes up, man. Hey, man, thank y'all for checking out the show. And like I said, if you want to support the show, man, you know what I'm saying, the Cash App is popping up on the video, man. So thank y'all. George and Dak and CD, the team, the offense in general, I think the coaching staff, Schottenheimer, and I think the Cowboys, they see something, Pickens see something, they see a chance, man, that maybe they can make it into the playoffs. They could make it to a playoffs. And they can aim high. You know what I'm saying? And with a successful season, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna make it real good for Pickens, and I think George is looking at that. You come into the comments, man. Welcome to the comments, man. Welcome to Garage Talk TV 214. Click, like, and subscribe. I think they looking like, man, George is betting on himself, and he's feeling good on seeing him fighting, feeding into the press. And he been hanging out, CeeDee Lamb, Dak, they been passing. That's out on the street, word on the street, they been kind of throwing that ball around together, you know what I'm saying, while enjoying their vacation. So all together, that kind of can let me see that them three is bought in on a mission. They bought in on a mission. I think they see with this coming of this defense and this changing within the organization, I think they see they got a chance to make it into the playoffs, and I think they feeling good about what they seeing on the defense. And it's a welcoming look, so I think George just seen that, man, and he know if he gone and get that blister in, that one more blistering, that like he blistered the NFL this past season, Hey man, he gonna get the check anywhere he go, man. So shout out to George Pickens, man. You know what I'm saying? That's 100. You know, you're gonna see all the views and the clicks and the spectacle. You know, all the hype. You know, built, you know, manufactured drama. You know, you're gonna see that. But you come to Garage Talk TV, we just gonna play this thing out, man, and we gonna call it like we see it. Let's talk about this in the garage this morning, man. We got some good things going with the team. We hoping that this defense, Christian Parker really pull it together. You know, we hoping. We see the pieces from coaching staff. We excited from coaching staff, personnel. You know, we excited. We excited from that angle, right? Let's see the amount of times. The amount of time it takes this coaching staff, offense and defense, this defensive coaching staff to really get going. You know, that's what we playing for. We playing for time with this offense, this defense. We know this offense already is bought in. We seen that. We seen the changes, the blocking schemes. You know what I'm saying? The techniques, the concepts. We seen a lot of concepts that the offensive coach brought to the Cowboys. You know. We seen that on the offensive side. So let's see how you know, amount of time those boys seem like they jumped out into that and took into that concept and those blocking schemes on the offense side real well. Seemed like they was off and running like, you know, 6 game, first game out the box. You know what I'm saying? That Philly game, you know, man, we could have had that one. You know what I'm saying? But you know. Let's see how much time it take Christian Parker to really get these boys, man, together and get everybody bought in. Because if we want to talk about things, you know, Cowboy fan, man, click, like, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these subscriptions up. If we really want to get into some things, man, that defensive side of the ball was really ugly last year. It was a lot of hard conversations had. You know what I'm saying? You had the Michael drama going on, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? From the very start of the year, you know what I'm saying? And you had some words said between Trayvon Diggs and Eberflus, and he expressed himself to Shotty in a real grown young athlete way, you know what I'm saying? He said how they felt, you know, and then it was festering up in their locker room. Even Blaine had to come out. So it was some ugliness going on, you know what I'm saying, last year. You know, it was a real dome. It was some fractured parts up in that defense. I mean, we couldn't get over. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, so much so that Eberflus, you know, he lost his job. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not missing Eberflus. You know, click, like, and subscribe. You know, I know y'all not missing Eberflus. If y'all missing Eberflus, come into the comments, let me know. But now it's the spirit of the players are stopping by to see Coach Christian Parker. The players are enthused. Now that roster from last year has been overhauled. A lot of those players are not here no more. So they done overhaul the defense drastically. And it's just a matter of time. We just want to see the amount of time that it take for Christian Parker, you know, to get that situation together. But George and Dak and CP, they got their chips all in. They betting on all of them, betting on themselves. They trying to get something. They think they can make it to the playoffs. They got a good feel about the expectations is being set high. You can tell the shot is setting the expectations. And it would be nice. I'm looking forward to seeing just, you know, Dak coming in early. You seeing him come in early, you know what I'm saying? You know, he was there from the first, you know, it opened up, blam, he there the first day, you know what I'm saying? You see Dak coming on in, you know what I'm saying? Which the first day, tomorrow, man, you see Dak walking with a You feel he just after going through got personal, but look what he doing. No matter what's on or what out the field, things happen in Dak. Look where he at. You gotta appreciate that. Click like and subscribe. Plus he been throwing that ball around the CD Lamb and George. So hey man, they keeping the drama. The tag gonna be probably the 27 might jump to a little bit under 40, man. I'm telling you. It might jump to a little bit under 40. If not 40, it might jump to a little bit under 40. And I'm telling you, man, you think Pickens might not take that too? Plus with a contract coming, I mean, we can see it how we want, man. Click, like, and subscribe. This Garage Talk TV, man. Let's get them likes up. Let's get them likes up. And we talking about the Cowboys today right now. So it's all about, let's see how much time it take with Christian Parker getting these guys on the right track. You seem like you're getting some smart athletes in that this scheme that he want to run. Everybody is kind of been played in this scheme or is an archetype of this scheme. So I'm seeing this. And we just want to see how much time. We just want to see how much time it take them. You know what I'm saying? We want to see, how they, if Aaron can show up and earn. Is the offense going to be beneficial to the defense? The defense going to where they going to be strong as a unit, as players practicing against good intensity players on both sides, showing different looks with the competitive edge and the spirit to it. A championship program. That's what you want in a championship program. You look back at the 90s Cowboys, that was a #1 defense. And they had swag, grit. So you want to see if CP gonna build that, is that gonna be in the DNA kind of grit? We can see what you want, but let's see the new. It's a total new defense, so we looking for new personalities. And right there, while we right there like that, hey man, y'all get the likes up. Y'all get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, for dropping in on the Garage Talk TV 214, the community, where we build a community. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't do this without you, man. Y'all share the content. You know what I'm saying? Coming straight out of Oak Cliff, this your boy Mac D. Y'all share the content. Say, man, back to my Cowboys. They are locked in. Usually there's a lot of drama. I'm not going to say drama things ain't going to happen, but you can tell the leadership of Dak, man, he got a lot where the media can come at him on all type of different directions right now. Personal, but you see where he at. And man, you got to admire that. And he bet on himself, you know what I'm saying? And so you can tell that George understands, man, that I got 1,400 plus yards last year. You know what I'm saying? With some TDs, you know what I'm saying? I ain't did that in a long time. So you gotta think that George is not, man, George is a warrior. You know what I'm saying? He finna get paid any way it goes. Some people are actually acting like George might be in a Jerry's doing, nah, he's not doing him bad. George might be putting himself in harm's way. Man, that's 27 smacks. Don't let nobody tell you different. That a 25-year-old finna get. And knowing what they're capable of and what kind of run they think if they all locked in together. Offense, you know what I'm saying? Defense, the coach, you know what I'm saying? Everything. Ain't no telling what this little talent, this team might can accomplish. We've seen a few things in the offense. A year's film, other people seen that. Other defense coordinators seen that. I mean, can the offense come with a few more wrinkles? Yet to be determined, but I think they are under the good coaching. I think they got the coaching. If that's gonna go down, it's gonna go down with this coaching style. I think that they can, throw the wrinkles in. You know what I'm saying? I do. I seen some things, you know what I'm saying, quickly. You know what I'm saying, with that Schottenheimer regime. So shout out to that offense, man, and looking for more, yeah. When you're under the microscope. But now this defense, Everybody looking for a slow start, but it don't have to start off slow with this type of front you got. At least you can stop the run. So it don't have to start off slow. You know, with a good everybody brought in, and with everybody, the coaching, the training, everybody doing their thing. Hey man, hey, Mike can come out the gate with that defense, and I'm not just tripping cause a Cowboy fan, but look man, Quentin Williams, you know what I'm saying, Kenneth Clark, these dudes been playing ball. Rashawn Gary been playing football. You know, whatever you running, if you got, it's so much stuff that you can run on the defense. That these dudes already kind of know what's going on. They just want to coach it and everybody coordinated. You know what I'm saying? And that don't have to be a slow start. So y'all click, like, and subscribe, man. This your boy, Mac. You know what I'm saying? Garage Talk TV. Hey, if you want to support the show, the Cash App down below, man. Support the content. I'm just going to keep coming with it. And thank y'all. If anybody do decide to support the content, man, thank you. But the Cowboys, they just on watch, man. I'm not finna get off until the Pickens gonna do this and do that. I'm pretty much telling you that Jerry had the leverage from the jump. And both parties are benefiting. It's no harm done to nobody. It's all good business. And Dallas was up front. A lot of people didn't kind of care about it. You know, Steven saying that the way he did, you know, a lot of people had different takes on there, rightfully so. But I think to me, you know, sitting back, everything is up front. You know what I'm saying? It's up front, you know, and everybody understand their disposition. And it's a win-win for everybody. And I'm glad Pickens got that attitude. It's a win-win. Because I'm seeing commentators, man, that you can tell, you know, some of them trying to be non-biased. You know what I'm saying? I do accept that some of them are trying to be non-biased. But man, look, man, the haterade for the Cowboys is rubbing off, man. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Pickens is all right. He gonna win now. He gonna win next year. He gonna win. Pickens is a winner. He put himself in this position and just play. It's not a bad just get the money, man. He 25. And that's what I think he finna do. Cause if they cash in anywhere up in them playoffs and can have some success, you know, even after, you know what I'm saying? Man, you can just imagine. You can just imagine Pickens gonna be asking for it. He gonna get a nice penny with no problem. I don't even think there's gonna be no problems. Have anybody checked on him this year? Nah, I don't think they would have checked on him this year out the box with them 2 ones. A lot of teams are bleeding. You know what I'm saying? But come next year and they knowing Pickens, watch how many be cocked and loaded. Watch how many be cocked and loaded. Hey, but y'all tell me what y'all think. Come down into the comments. You know what I'm saying? Voting rights been shattered, so kind of that's got me down under the weather. And to the next time, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna talk about these Cowboys and we're gonna get into the Mavericks too and see what they gonna do with Cooper Flag. Y'all click, like, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Come down into the comments, you know what I'm saying? This Garage Talk TV 214. You know what I'm saying? Might be a lot of Garage Talks, but it ain't a Garage Talk TV 214. Let's sit back and let's see what Christian Parker and what kind of media he give us. But other than that, we just trying to give Christian Parker some time. Peace, man.
Garage Talk. News from the streets coming straight out the garage. Garage Talk. News from the streets coming straight out the garage. Garage Talk.